Some places absorb the energy of every joy, sorrow, and pain that happens within their walls. In 1971, the Perron family moved to the Arnold estate in Harrisville, Rhode Island, seeking a peaceful country life. Roger and Carolyn Perron, with their 5 daughters, thought they'd found their dream home. But the house had a history they didn't know, one filled with tragedy and darkness. The previous owner warned them, "Leave the lights on at night." They laughed it off, unaware of the spirits waiting for them. But from the start, something felt wrong. The house's tragic past had left a mark. The dream of a quiet life quickly crumbled. Isolated and alone, the Perrons became targets for the spirits who saw them as intruders. The Perrons' dream home was about to become a nightmare. It was waiting. The family's ordeal was just beginning. At first, the signs were subtle. Doors creaking, footsteps in empty halls. The Perrons blamed the wind, the old house settling. But the noises grew frequent, and objects began to move on their own. Toys rearranged, cups sliding, pictures falling, unsettling but not yet terrifying. The youngest, April, befriended an unseen entity named Manny. Some spirits seemed playful but others were not. Strange smells, rotting flesh, sweet perfume would fill rooms and vanish. Sudden cold spots chilled the air, classic signs of something supernatural. The children felt watched, touched at night, blankets pulled away. Christine saw a woman with a broken neck at the foot of her bed, whispering, "Get out. I will drive you out with death and gloom." The fear became real, tangible. The house was no longer a home, it was a prison. The family's sense of safety was gone. The spirits were growing bolder. The Perrons realized they were not alone. The haunting was escalating. What began as small disturbances was turning into something much darker. The family's terror was only beginning. The house was alive with unseen forces. The children were at the center of it all. The spirits were drawn to their energy. The Perrons' nightmare deepened with every passing night. The house was claiming them, and escape seemed impossible. The haunting escalated. Apparitions appeared, no longer just shadows. The girls saw an old woman in gray, a sad presence in the kitchen. A young boy's laughter echoed through the halls, but one spirit was different. Bathsheba Sherman. Legend claimed she was a Satanist who cursed the land before her death. Bathsheba's spirit was malevolent, targeting Carolyn Perron. Doors slammed, objects flew, and Carolyn suffered mysterious wounds. The attacks became physical, scratches, bruises, and terrifying encounters in the cellar. Roger was once trapped in the dark, hearing something move with him. The house was now dangerous, not just haunted. The family lived in constant fear. They knew they needed help. The spirits were no longer content to be seen. They wanted to be felt. Bathsheba's hatred was personal. The Perrons were under siege. The haunting was now a battle for survival. The family's hope was fading. The darkness was closing in. Help was their only chance. Desperate, the Perrons called Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned paranormal investigators. Lorraine sensed Bathsheba's powerful, evil presence immediately. The Warrens confirmed the family's worst fears. A malevolent spirit was trying to possess Carolyn. Their investigation stirred the spirits, making the activity more violent. Objects flew, the smell of death intensified, and the house became a war zone. The Warrens decided to perform a seance to cleanse the house, but the seance unleashed chaos. Carolyn became the focus of Bathsheba's rage. Her body contorted, she spoke in guttural voices and even levitated. Roger, terrified for his wife, demanded the seance stop and threw the Warrens out. The family was left alone, facing an even angrier entity. The seance had failed. The haunting was now more dangerous than ever. The Perrons had sought help, but it only made things worse. The spirits were enraged. The family's nightmare deepened. The house was a battleground. The Perrons were on their own. The darkness was stronger. Survival meant learning to live with the terror. The haunting would not end easily. The family's ordeal was far from over. The house would never let them go. After the failed seance, the Perrons were trapped, unable to move, forced to coexist with the spirits. They learned that fear made things worse, so they tried to ignore the haunting. For 6 more years, they endured constant terror until they could finally leave in 1980. The spirits never left. The family simply adapted. The trauma lingered long after they escaped. Andrea Perron, the eldest daughter, later wrote books to share their true story. Her account revealed horrors even more chilling than the movies inspired by their ordeal. The haunting became a legendary case inspiring The Conjuring. The Perrons survived, but they were forever changed. the old Arnold estate still stands holding its secrets and spirits. The Perron family's story is a chilling reminder some places never let go. The darkness they faced left scars that never healed. Their nightmare became legend. The house remains a silent witness to the terror within. The spirits are still there, waiting. The legacy of the haunting endures. Some nightmares never end. The story of the Perrons is one of survival and of the unknown that still lurks in the dark.